Be me, Aurora, 32, CEO and founder of cutting-edge tech startup. Built this company from the ground up with my own vision and values. Finally have the chance to prove what I've always known. Women are simply better at everything, especially tech. Decide to hire exclusively women for my software development team, not because I'm discriminating against men, obviously, but because I'm creating an environment where women can truly thrive without toxic masculinity. Post about it constantly on social media. Today, I rejected another male candidate. His portfolio was decent, but we're building something revolutionary here. Women code with empathy and intuition. Men just brute force everything. Hashtag women in tech. Hashtag future is female. 847 likes, 23 shares. Feeling pretty good about myself. First month in, hired Jessica as lead developer. She has a computer science degree from a decent school. Talks a big game about agile development and user experience. Seems perfect for our vision. Also hired Madison, Sarah, and Brittany as junior developers. All smart women who understand what we're building here. First client project comes in, simple e-commerce platform. Deadline is 6 weeks. Should be straightforward for any competent team. Week 4 rolls around. Check in with Jessica about progress. Oh, Aurora, we're really focusing on making the user interface incredibly intuitive for women shoppers. That's amazing, Jessica, but what about the back-end functionality? We're getting to that, but we want to make sure we're centering female experiences in every decision. Sounds good to me. This is exactly the kind of thoughtful approach men never consider. Week 6 arrives, client expecting their platform. Jessica sheepishly explains we need just a few more weeks. Apparently the shopping cart functionality isn't working properly. Also, the payment processing integration is more complex than anticipated. Tell client we're perfecting every detail for their female customers. They're not thrilled, but agree to extend 2 weeks. Post on social media. Real innovation takes time. We're not rushing to meet arbitrary deadlines like male-dominated companies. We're crafting something beautiful. Hashtag quality over quantity. 312 likes. 2 more weeks pass. Still no working platform. Now the login system is broken. Jessica says they had to rewrite everything because the initial code wasn't inclusive enough. Client is furious, threatens to pull the contract. Managed to negotiate one final extension. Meanwhile, posting about how men create unnecessary pressure and unrealistic expectations. Month 3. Platform finally launches. 4 weeks late, but whatever. We did it our way. Except, site crashes within 2 hours. Database errors everywhere. Users can't complete purchases. Client pulls the contract and demands partial refund. That stings, but this is a learning experience. Decide we need more talent. Hire Kayla and Rebecca to strengthen the team. Both have great attitudes about collaborative development. Second project comes in, mobile app for a wellness company. 8-week timeline, should be plenty for a simple app. Team seems confident this time. Week 6, check on progress. Madison proudly shows me beautiful mock-ups and user interface designs. This looks incredible. How's the actual coding coming along? Oh, we're just starting the implementation now, but we've really nailed the aesthetic. Bit concerning, but the designs do look amazing. Way more thoughtful than anything a male team would produce. Week 8, deadline day. App doesn't exist. Like literally just mock-ups and some basic framework. No actual functionality whatsoever. Client meeting is in 3 hours. Jessica explains they spent most of the time researching the emotional journey of their female users. Have to postpone the demo, tell client we're adding revolutionary features. 3 more weeks go by. App still isn't functional. Basic features like user registration don't work. Push notifications crash the app entirely. Client cancels contract, posts negative review about our unprofessional delays. Whatever, they clearly don't understand innovative development processes. Post on social media. Sometimes, visionary work is misunderstood by traditional businesses. We're changing how tech serves women, and not everyone is ready for that transformation. Hashtag innovation, hashtag women in tech. 189 likes, but some skeptical comments starting to appear. Month 6, third project. Website redesign for local nonprofit. Should be straightforward, just updating their existing site. 4-week timeline. Team seems more focused this time. Week 3, no visible progress. Sarah explains they're deconstructing the patriarchal assumptions embedded in typical web architecture, whatever that means. Apparently they need to rebuild everything from scratch to be truly feminist friendly. Week 4, site is broken. Old site is down. Backup files corrupted somehow. Nonprofit has no web presence for 2 weeks while we fix some technical issues. Finally get something basic up and running. 3 weeks late. Non-profit politely thanks us but doesn't recommend us to others. Starting to notice a pattern here, but surely it's just coincidence. These clients clearly don't appreciate the thoughtful approach we're taking. Month 8, bigger opportunity. Software integration project for mid-size company. 12-week timeline, solid budget. This is our chance to really prove ourselves. Team assures me they've learned from previous projects. Week 6, check-in. Brittany enthusiastically explains how they're making the software more emotionally intelligent. Sounds innovative, but ask about core functionality. We're taking a holistic approach rather than just checking boxes like male developers do. Clients specifically asked for certain features by certain dates. Aurora, we can't just build what they think they want, we have to consider what they actually need. Week 10, client asks for demo of progress. What we show them is basically a differently colored version of their existing software. None of the new features they requested are working. They're confused and frustrated. Jessica explains we're reimagining their workflow from a feminist perspective. Client doesn't seem impressed with our reimagining. Week 12, deadline arrives. Software doesn't integrate with their existing systems. Most features are non-functional. What does work is buggy and crashes frequently. Client rejects the deliverable, withholds final payment. Threatens legal action if we don't return their initial deposit. Starting to feel some pressure here. Post on social media. Working with traditional corporate structures is challenging when you're trying to innovate beyond outdated paradigms. Change is hard. Hashtag disrupt the system. Only 67 likes, more critical comments. Month 10, hire 2 more developers. Jennifer and Ashley both seem technically competent. Surely a bigger team will solve our delivery issues. 4th project, e-learning platform. 10-week timeline. Same pattern emerges. Weeks spent on research and user empathy mapping. Minimal actual coding. Lots of meetings about making the platform more inclusive. Deadline approaches with nothing functional to show. Platform exists, but doesn't actually teach anything. Videos don't play, quizzes don't score, user progress doesn't save. Client cancels contract mid-project. Word is starting to spread in our local business community. Getting fewer project inquiries. Bank account looking concerning. Month 12, 1 year in. Post-reflection on social media. 1 year of building technology that truly serves women. The journey hasn't been easy, but revolutionary work never is. Hashtag first year, hashtag women in tech. 43 likes, comments include, how many projects have you actually completed though? Delete the negative comments. Toxic men trying to undermine us. Month 14, desperate for cash flow. Take on 3 small projects simultaneously. Figure the team can handle parallel development. Spoiler, they cannot. All 3 projects become disasters. Timelines get confused, features get mixed up between projects. One client receives prototypes meant for a completely different industry. Jennifer quits, says she's not feeling fulfilled in this collaborative environment. Whatever, probably couldn't handle our innovative approach anyway. Hire Emma to replace her. Month 16, major opportunity. Potential contract worth 6 figures. Enterprise software solution, 16-week development timeline. This could save the company. Team promises this time will be different. Week 8, client wants progress report. Team has spent most of the time establishing the philosophical framework for feminist software architecture. Actual code, written, maybe 200 lines, needed. Code, approximately 50,000 lines. Client is confused by our philosophical framework presentation. Asks pointedly when they'll see working software. Week 12, still no functional software. Client schedules emergency meeting. Team scrambles to put together something, anything. What we demo is essentially a login page and a dashboard that displays static text. Client asks about database integration, user management, reporting features. Madison explains these are patriarchal concepts, and we're developing a more intuitive paradigm. Client terminates contract immediately, demands full refund of deposits, threatens to blacklist us from their industry network. Post on social media. Sometimes you have to choose between compromising your values and losing clients. I choose integrity. Hashtag no compromise. 12 likes. Month 18, company is hemorrhaging money. Can barely make payroll. Ashley quits to pursue opportunities that value her contributions. Down to Jessica, Madison, Sarah, Brittany, and Emma. Take on smaller projects just to pay bills. Even the small projects are disasters. Simple WordPress site takes 8 weeks and doesn't work properly. Basic mobile app crashes on startup. Every single deadline missed by weeks or months. Client complaints pile up. Month 20, investors schedule urgent review meeting. They're concerned about lack of deliverable completion. Prepare presentation about our long-term vision and sustainable development practices. They ask uncomfortable questions about profit margins and client retention. Jessica joins me, explains our feminist development methodology. Investors exchange glances. Aurora, in 20 months, how many projects have you completed on time? We don't measure success by arbitrary timelines imposed by patriarchal business structures. How many projects have you completed at all? Long pause. We've delivered several prototypes and proof of concepts that showcase innovative approaches to user experience. How many functional, working software products have you delivered to paying clients? Longer pause. Investors give us 60 days to show demonstrable progress, or they pull funding. Month 22, panic mode. Take on 3 more projects with extremely generous timelines. Surely we can complete at least 1 project in the next 2 months. Team works harder than ever before. Still nothing gets finished on time. First project, e-commerce site launches, but payment processing doesn't work. Second project, mobile app submitted to App Store, rejected for basic functionality failures. Third project, cancelled by client after they see our beta version. Investors pull funding. Company has maybe 6 weeks of operating capital left. Post on social media. Capitalism prioritizes short-term profits over revolutionary innovation. Some of us are building the future, while others count quarterly earnings. #visionary work. 8 likes, 23 negative comments. Before I delete them all. Month 23, reality setting in. Sarah quits, says she got an offer from a more traditional development company. Brittany gives 2 weeks notice. Emma stops showing up without explanation. Down to just Jessica and Madison. Take on one last project, simple website update. 3-week timeline, very basic work. Figure 2 experienced developers can handle this. Week 3 arrives, website is somehow more broken than before. Client demands original site be restored. We've corrupted their backup files somehow. They threaten legal action. Week 4 of month 24, financial reality hits. Can't make payroll. Office lease payment bounced. Business checking account overdrawn. Madison quits via text message. Jessica says she'll transition out gradually, but stops coming in. Sitting alone in empty office. 2 years of continuous failures. Not a single project completed successfully. Not one deadline met. Every client unhappy. Company basically defunct. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Swallow my pride and start reaching out to male developers I've previously rejected. Remember Brandon, who applied 18 months ago. Had excellent portfolio, 8 years experience, glowing references. I posted about rejecting him. Another resume from a male developer who doesn't understand what we're building. Hard pass. #women first. Find his contact info. Craft carefully worded email. Hi Brandon. I hope you remember our conversation last year about opportunities in innovative tech development. Our company has evolved significantly, and I wanted to reach out about potential collaboration. No response for 3 days. Try calling him directly. Brandon, this is Aurora from... Yes, the startup. I know our previous conversation didn't lead anywhere, but I'm wondering if you might be interested in discussing some new opportunities we have available. Aurora, didn't you post on social media about how male developers are inherently inferior? Something about men just brute forcing everything? Long pause. That was taken out of context. We're looking for senior developers now, and your experience would be valuable. I'll think about it. Never calls back. Reach out to David, another developer I rejected. Remember posting. David's technical skills might be adequate, but we're creating a space free from masculine energy. Not the right fit. #safe space. Email him. David, I hope you're doing well. We have some exciting new positions opening up, and I remembered your impressive background. Would you be interested in discussing opportunities with our team? He responds, Aurora, I saw your social media posts about how women are superior at everything, especially coding. Has something changed? We're expanding our hiring criteria to include diverse perspectives. Diverse perspectives? You mean men? We value all types of experience now. I'm good, thanks. Getting desperate. Reach out to Robert, senior full-stack developer. Had turned him down with, Robert seems competent, but we're prioritizing voices that have been historically marginalized in tech. His presence might intimidate our female developers. #create safe spaces. Call him directly. Robert, I'm Aurora from company name. I know we spoke before, but I wanted to follow up about potential opportunities. Oh right, You're the CEO who said male developers intimidate women. Are you still operating under that philosophy? Our approach has evolved. We're looking for experienced developers regardless of background. Regardless of background? Last year you said my background was the problem. That's not... Look, we have senior positions available, competitive salary, excellent benefits. What kind of salary? Finally, some interest. Quote him 40% above market rate. And benefits? Promise full health coverage, unlimited PTO, stock options. I'll consider it. Week goes by, Robert doesn't respond. Company has maybe 10 days of money left. Swallow even more pride. Start cold calling male developers from job boards. Hi, this is Aurora. I'm CEO of a growing tech startup. We're looking for experienced developers and offering very competitive packages. First guy, what kind of company culture do you have? We have a very collaborative, inclusive environment that values technical excellence above all else. What's the team composition like? Currently, we're a small team looking to expand with the right talent. How small? Very small. Basically just me right now. What happened to your development team? They pursued other opportunities. But this creates amazing opportunities for new team members to really shape the technical direction. I'll pass. Try another developer. Offer him 50% above market rate. That's a generous offer. What's the catch? No catch. We just really value experienced developers and want to attract the best talent. Can I speak to some of your current developers? We're in a transition period right now. Are you the feminist CEO who was posting about only hiring women? My blood runs cold. How did you... Screenshots get shared around. You said men are inferior at coding. Something about lacking empathy and intuition. Those posts were misinterpreted. You literally said, I rejected another male candidate today. Men just brute force everything. Hashtag no men needed. That was taken out of context. What context makes that acceptable? Silence. I'm not interested. Hangs up. Realize my social media posts have been screenshotted and shared. Check my old posts. They're all still there. Months and months of smug superiority. Day 47 of building a tech company that proves women are simply better at everything. Male applicant today couldn't understand our vision. His loss. Hashtag female excellence. Another day, another male. Developer who thinks he's God's gift to coding. Meanwhile, my all-female team is revolutionizing how software gets built. Hashtag women men. Rejected 3 male candidates today. None of them understood that we're creating art, not just functional code. This is why women are superior developers. Hashtag artistic coding. Posts have hundreds of comments now, mostly from angry male developers. Word has spread throughout the local tech community. I'm basically blacklisted. 5 days until complete financial collapse. Try reaching out to Brandon again. Leave desperate voicemail. Brandon, I know our previous interactions weren't ideal, but I'm prepared to offer you lead developer position, 140k salary, signing bonus, whatever benefits you want. Text him. Brandon, please call me back. We have amazing opportunities available. Email him. Brandon, I know I can offer you everything you're looking for in a development role. He finally responds. Aurora, I saw your post from last month. 2 years of proving that female developers are infinitely more creative and capable than their male counterparts. How exactly do you want me to respond to that? Brandon, that was marketing speak. I didn't mean... You didn't mean that women are infinitely more capable than men? Or you didn't mean to get caught saying it? Look, I'm prepared to offer you whatever you want. Name your price. What happened to your all-female dream team? Long silence. They pursued other opportunities. All of them? At the same time? The projects were challenging. How many projects did you complete in 2 years? Another long silence. We completed several prototypes and proof of concepts. How many functional, delivered, client-approved projects? Can barely whisper it. 0. 0 projects in 2 years with your superior female developers? The timeline-focused approach isn't always compatible with innovative development. Aurora, you spent 2 years posting about how men are inferior developers. Your all-female team completed 0 projects, and now you're begging me to save your company? I'm not begging. I'm offering opportunities. You're begging. And the answer is no. Try calling David again. Straight to voicemail. Leave increasingly desperate messages. David, I know we got off on the wrong foot, but I'm prepared to make this worth your while. Senior developer position, 135K, full benefits, stock options. No response. Try Robert one more time. Robert, I'm prepared to offer you lead developer role, 150K salary, 20K signing bonus, unlimited PTO, full health and dental. Aurora, what happened to women being better at everything? I was being hyperbolic for social media. Hyperbolic? You spent 2 years saying men are inferior. Now you're offering me 150K to save your failing company? We're not failing, we're pivoting. Pivoting from what? Having employees? Robert, please, I really need experienced developers right now. You need them? What happened to not needing male energy in your workspace? The situation has evolved. Evolved or collapsed? Silence. I'll take the job. Relief floods through me. Really? Thank you. When can you start? For 200K, 50K signing bonus, and a public apology on your social media accounts. Robert, I can't afford. Then you can't afford me. Good luck with your superior female developers. Hangs up. 2 days left. Post desperate plea on freelancer websites. Urgent. Need experienced full-stack developer ASAP. Excellent pay. Flexible terms. Immediate start. Several responses from overseas developers. None local, none senior level. Try one more local developer, Kevin. Remember rejecting him with, Kevin's portfolio shows technical competence, but we're building something special here. Male developers just don't understand the emotional intelligence required for truly revolutionary software. #EQIQ. Call him directly. Kevin, this is Aurora. We spoke last year about development opportunities. Oh, right, the emotional intelligence lady. How's your revolutionary software going? Kevin, I'll be direct. We need experienced developers immediately. I can offer 160K salary, signing bonus, equity package. What happened to emotional intelligence being more important than technical competence? We're looking for both now. Both, or you realized emotional intelligence doesn't compile code. Kevin, please, I'm prepared to negotiate on everything. Everything? Including a public admission that you were wrong about male developers? What do you mean? Post on social media that you were wrong, that male developers aren't inferior, that your hiring practices were discriminatory. I can't do that. Then you can't afford me. Final day. Company officially out of money. Can't pay office rent. Utilities getting shut off. Sit in dark office scrolling through 2 years of social media posts. Month 3, update. Our all-female development team continues to exceed every expectation. Meanwhile, male-dominated companies rush to meet arbitrary deadlines while we perfect revolutionary user experiences. #quality not speed. 6 months in, and I'm more convinced than ever that women are simply superior developers. We think holistically while men just hack things together. #female superiority. 1 year anniversary of proving that diverse female-led teams create better software than traditional male-dominated environments. The future is female. #proven results. 18 months of building technology that truly serves women. Male developers could never understand the nuanced approach we take. #women innovate. Phone rings. Brandon calling back. Aurora, I heard your company is closing. We're restructuring. I heard. You're out of money and your office is getting repossessed. Brandon, if you're interested in opportunities, I'm calling to let you know I'm starting a development consultancy with David and Robert. My heart sinks. We're going to focus on actually completing projects on time and on budget. You know, the way male developers do things. Brandon, we already have 3 clients lined up. Former clients of yours, actually. Brandon, please. They're looking forward to working with developers who prioritize technical competence over gender politics. Silence. Good luck with your revolutionary approach, Aurora. Hangs up. Sit alone in empty office. 2 years of complete failure. Every deadline missed. Every client lost. Every project incomplete. All female developers gone. Company bankrupt. Begged male developers to save me. Rejected for my own hypocrisy. Check social media one last time. Draft post. After 2 years of innovative development work, we're transitioning to new opportunities. Grateful for all the lessons learned. #next chapter. Delete it. Draft again. Sometimes visionary work requires more time than traditional business models allow. Proud of what we built. Hashtag innovation. Delete it too. Close laptop. Walk out of empty office. 2 years of proving women are superior developers. 0 completed projects. 0 successful deliveries. 0 satisfied clients. Infinite hypocrisy. The future was supposed to be female. Turns out the present still needs competent developers, regardless of gender. Who could have predicted that, besides literally everyone I rejected for being male?